Hey everybody, welcome to a beer experiment. This is actually a 2 year long experiment. What we're going to do is see if there's a difference between aging beer vertically versus literally laying it down horizontally. So what I did was back in May, I got two 4 packs of North Coast Brewing's Old Rasputin, and one of the 4 packs I laid down horizontally, and one I kept standing up straight. And they have very similar bottling dates, about a month apart. The horizontal one bottled on February 8th, the vertical one bottled on March 6th. So they're only a month apart. They've been in the fridge since May, so it's been 3 months, a little over 3 months. And I did this because actually I can't really remember. I should have looked this up before I started doing the review, but I saw an article somewhere where somebody was saying that it doesn't matter if you lay down beer or stand it straight up, it's not going to have any effect on it. And I was basically saying bullshit, because when you lay it down horizontally, you increase the surface area that's exposed to oxygen, so it's going to oxidize quicker. So this is going to be a 2 year long process. So we're going to do it at 3 months, 6 months, a year, and 2 years. Even though the bottling dates are slightly different, and the beer is, this one's about 5 months old, the other one's 6 months old. A big beer. It's 9% ABV, pretty hoppy. Probably, I think this was like a good baseline beer to try for this experiment. So, and maybe a mini experiment within the experiment to see if there's a difference between the actual Spiegelau Stout and Porter glass, and this is the IPA glass. As you can see, like, even though the bottles were 6 months old, lots and lots of foam on them. Let's give an aroma test. So my left, let's see, my left, your right. This is the horizontal bottle. So let's give it a smell. Very hoppy, kind of citrusy. Plenty of roasted malt. I figure if there is going to be a difference in aging, then definitely the horizontal ones will be, more oxidized than the vertical ones. So, I don't really smell any oxidation. It's a very kind of sweet and citrusy smell. That's actually unusual to get Old Rasputin that fresh here. Usually by the time I find it, like, it's already 6 months, 7 months, a year old. So this is the vertical one. It smells almost identical. I really can't smell a difference. So let's start with the vertical as the taste. Cheers. Very hoppy up front. Kind of smooth, slightly chocolatey flavor on the finish. Little bit of roasty malt in there. Little bit of coffee. I probably should have had some water. I'm gonna go get some water. All right. So I got my bottle of water out of the fridge. Delish. All right, so this is the horizontal bottle, bottled on February 8th. Let's see if there's a taste difference. Well, I will say the horizontal one is definitely less hoppy. Like, it smells very hoppy. It's not nearly as bitter and citrusy as the horizontal one. Maybe this is because it's in the IPA glass, that maybe it is tasting more hoppy and bitter. But this one, it's definitely, for an imperial stout, it is quite hoppy and bitter. A little bit of citrus in there. Not quite as chocolatey as this one. Yeah, I definitely noticed that the vertical is a little bit more bitter than the horizontal. Not like extremely so, but enough that I can notice. I really don't taste oxidation though. I'm not getting any cardboard or papery notes, no lemon lollipop or sherry or anything like that. I think it's just too young to tell. So, part 1 of 4 of this experiment. You can't really come to a conclusion quite yet. I will say that the vertical is maybe 20% hoppier and more bitter, but otherwise oxidation levels are pretty much the same. So the only conclusion we can come to after 3 months of vertical versus horizontal aging is that it doesn't really make a difference at 3 months, at least not for this particular beer. But this went pretty much how I thought it was going to be. I think it's just entirely too young at this point to make a difference. So it's kind of a wash. Horizontal versus vertical aging. 3 months of aging, not much of a difference. Just that it's slightly more hoppy vertical, which is actually kind of what you want. Well, I mean, for the style, I mean, this beer definitely should be very hoppy. All right, so that does it for this part 1 of a 4-part experiment. We will pick up part 2 in November, and Chad's Beer Reviews will be coming back to YouTube next week. So thanks for watching. Cheers.